Okay, this video is just going to be a brief introduction to layers. Layers is a pretty exciting topic to be talking about because it's something you're going to be using in any engineering field. Any CAD drawing you're doing is going to have a ton of different layers. Layers are basically for when your drawings are getting more complicated and you've got a whole lot of things, maybe different parts or different materials. However you're organizing your drawing, you're going to have things grouped together in what's called layers, which will have different colors, line types associated with them. They may or may not be set up to print, and they'll probably, depending on what color you select, they'll be printing in different thicknesses. So I'm just going to talk about different commands associated with layers and a few examples of drawings with layers in this video. We'll be setting up some layers of our own in the next video and setting up a plot style table in a following video, setting up different thicknesses that the colors will print at. So the first example I've got here is just a water system. This one's pretty simple. It's only got 3 layers, I think. If I type LA, which goes to the layer manager, thank goodness. I thought it was going to go to some place with terrible traffic in Southern California, but no, LA is the layer manager. So you can see I've got 3 layers here. I've got layer 0, which is the default CAD layer. It's kind of bad that in this is a drawing I stole from my dad. He's using the 0 layer, which typically you won't really be using. You usually want to set up layers of your own. So I've got the 0 layer, which is all the white lines, which I've got like this storage tank, this closed coupled end section pump, all these different valves and switches. I've got plumbing, which is all the green lines and text. So if I want to see what's going on here, and I don't want to see the text, I can freeze different layers to turn them off. So I can just click on, there's under the freeze tab here, I can click on what I don't want to show up, and you can see the little sun icon turns into a snowflake to indicate that it's frozen. Now I'm not seeing any text here anymore. If I want that to come back, that's fine. I can click that back on. I could have my pumps, tanks go away, but that wouldn't make much sense. So you can see that each of these is using the continuous line type, but they have different colors. That's going to be important later for printing. Another example here, let's see, for something in 3D, this is my table model that I made for this class. So I've got the different parts that I did. Here's the part names for the assembly drawing. I've got different parts in different layers here, so they're in different colors. Right now I'm not displaying the table surfaces. This is a little edge that the table surfaces sit on. You can lift them out. So I've got those frozen. So if I unfreeze those, they will come back on. If I want to freeze a whole bunch of layers at once, and I don't want to look through here and click on the sun every time, if I want to freeze a whole bunch of things, I guess I should show you on this another example. Here we go. Okay, this is a drawing of my property that my dad did a few years ago. So you can see that this is more like a typical engineering or architecture drawing where you've got a whole bunch of layers and not necessarily all of them are on. This is anytime you get a file from a landscape architect or another engineer or whoever, you're going to have a whole bunch of layers that probably somebody in another field is concerned with, but you maybe don't care about. So you're going to have them either frozen or locked, so you don't have to deal with them. Let's see, I've got furniture turned off right now. If I unfreeze that so it comes back. Computer's having a little hard time keeping up. Okay, so my furniture icons, furniture blocks all came back. Say I wanted to edit the furniture or this window or something, but I don't want to touch the walls. I don't want to accidentally select things and delete segments of walls or anything like that. I still want to see where the walls are, so I shouldn't freeze them. So what I can do is I can come down to my walls layer, and I can click this little lock. So whenever my computer gets around to it, here we go. You can see that the walls are in this cyan color, which just got a little bit darker. It's also slightly transparent, and you can see that if you scroll over it, there's a little lock icon. So I can click on it, but I can't do anything to the locked layer. It's not going to allow me to edit it or anything like that. So if I want to edit some furniture, I can select furniture blocks, and you can see that it's selecting, my selection window here is picking up furniture windows, but it's not picking up the walls, which are on the locked layer that I'm passing over. If I want to freeze a whole bunch of things at once, like if I want to keep the walls around or something, or if I want to get this, I don't know, if I want to get this fencing out of here, I can type LAYFRZ, which is a layer freeze command. And so if I want to get furniture out of there, I can just click on any object in that layer and it will go away. If I want to get rid of, let's see, I've got some trees down here, I can click on trees and those will go away. So basically I can just clear out a drawing just to get, if I just want to leave the structural background there, if I'm going to be putting in a water system or something, and I just want to show where the building is or where other piping lines or something, I can freeze everything but what I need to be looking at. So there is a brief introduction to layers, and in the next video we'll be setting up our own layers.